Hey everybody, it's Chanovitz here, welcome back. And today I'm going to be riding the Miami Metro Rail. I'm going to be letting you know my thoughts on it, my reviews, and basically what you need to know if you happen to be in Miami and you need to take the Metro Rail. So as you could see, the ticketing machine was pretty simple. I chose to go for the one-day unlimited pass, which is around $5.75. But if you get the week packages or the month packages, of course, it comes out to being cheaper. But for the purpose of this video, I thought that was the best choice for today. Now, using the Metro is a great way to get around the downtown Brickell metropolitan area here in Miami without having to deal with traffic or parking. But I guess the one complaint is that the lines of this Metro rail, they're very limited to a certain radius. So once you fall outside that radius, catching the Metro rail is kind of inconvenient. So I must say, even though I'm riding an old car here, the ride is relatively smooth and comfortable. The car is relatively neat. I mean, you know, it's got some dirt here and there. It's been raining, so the floor is a little wet, but conditions fair overall. But as you can see, the Metro rail is quite empty. That's been a heavy criticism on all the spending on the Metro rail, because in the end, the local people here in Miami don't ride the Metro rail, and that's a huge problem. So I would say the real shame here is that the Metro rail has huge potential, especially if it's expanded into more neighborhoods. I think it has huge potential. The problem is, it seems like no one's really willing to take the Metro rail to commute or as a serious mode of transportation. Yet at the same time, these are the same people that complain about traffic and congestion everywhere, but they're not willing to give up their cars. So, you know, you have to sacrifice something. On peut pas avoir le beurre, l'argent du beurre. Unfortunately, I had to take the old train, but I just noticed there's a new train. That's really nice. I hadn't noticed it. You can tell the city has been pouring in more and more funds. Hopefully the attendance grows too. So right now I'm at the Brickell station. This is basically like the financial hub of Miami, and a huge construction boom is underway here. And basically this is where all the Latin American drug lords and kingpins came to store their money. I might be joking, but I might not be. And let's just say, due to all the development and all the construction, the air quality here is not so great. There's a thick must in the air here. Feels a lot like Beijing. So one thing that I have noticed, which is a huge positive sign, is that the Metro rails here, they run on time. I would say every 2 to 3 minutes, a train on either side is arriving to the station. So it's very functional in that sense. It just, there needs to be more widespread adoption here. So as you may have noticed, the Metro lines here are above ground. That is because in Miami we can't dig low, so we can't have underground metros. So here they're above ground, which I think is a benefit because they also aid in sightseeing a bit, the buildings and the sites. So this is what accessible public transit is all about for me. It's all about making transportation available to the masses, to bring them to these public spaces where they can congregate, where they can set up their shops, where you can just have a good time without the need of cars and parking. So I'm a Miami native, but even I needed the help of these little pamphlets which tell you the routes and the hours of basically both lines. You got the Metro rail, which is the big line, and you got the Metro Mover, which is the smaller downtown loops. So you may ask yourself what kind of people you can expect to find on the Metro here in Miami. Mostly students and lower income people, but you can easily find as well working people, nurses, businessmen, even a few doctors I've seen. Even though it's a cloudy, rainy day, the humidity and the heat are going strong. So you gotta make sure to stay hydrated. You always need to have a beverage with you here in South Florida. So another distinction I like to point out is the Metro Rail is the longer, bigger train. It's more sturdy and it's operated by a conductor at the front of the cabin. But there's also the Metro Mover is the smaller train, and that one is fully automated. It usually comes in a set of 2 trains hooked together, and the ride can be a little frightful. I'm not gonna lie. All right, everybody, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. All right, I'll see you next time.